Meghan and Harry's stars were truly aligned, says Russell Grant. After the announcement of Prince Harry and Meghan's engagement, I dug out some notes from many years ago when the prince was very little. It was fascinating to see what I had forecast. I wrote that he would live abroad or marry a foreigner, and now he will have done both, after his time in Afghanistan. I was also very accurate with his father Charles, who I said would marry a British girl 10 to 12 years younger. I always have paid special attention to little Harry over the years. I had the absolute pleasure of meeting Princess Diana at the Royal Variety Show in November 1984 when the young prince was only a couple of months old. Backstage, she said, "Russell, I am so pleased to meet you. When I was pregnant with Harry, you gave me such joy every morning when I watched you on breakfast TV." Prince Harry is so incredibly sensitive and was very connected to Diana. She had a Sagittarius rising and Harry has Mars and Sagittarius in his charts, which creates such a passionate bond. When she passed away, he lost someone who guided him. His mother was the focus of his attention, the person who would have put him on the right track. Psychologists will probably tell you that most men are looking for someone like their mother, and it is very interesting that there is so much connecting Meghan and Diana. Harry was looking for someone who would be stable and give him security, and Meghan will do a great deal of mothering in their relationship. The fact that he is a Virgo and her planet of Venus is also in that sign means there are a lot of good matches going on here. Also, we cannot ignore the incredible coincidence that Meghan was born the same day as the Queen Mother, August 4th. It's such a strong bond. Harry said it himself, the stars were aligned when he met Meghan. His is the Mars factor. Mars is a planet of sex. Harry and Meghan must have just walked into the room, seen each other and undressed each other with their eyes. However, don't be fooled. Mars is beautifully discreet in Meghan's chart, and she will be very good at keeping secrets, which is just what you need when you are going to be married to a royal. She is canny and intelligent. Because the Mars connection is so powerful, Meghan likes a man who can be a man, and Harry has all those attributes, having been in the armed forces, serving in Afghanistan and organizing the Invictus Games. And of course, Mars is the planet of people who have the courage of their conviction. There is nothing in these charts that say, "Oh my goodness, they shouldn't have bothered." They show security, stability and sexual attraction. However, I think in their relationship the pair will need time apart, particularly for Meghan more than her husband-to-be. There is the want for personal independence on her side, although aspects of their charts mean they will cling to each other. Harry has a desire to hold on to a woman who isn't going to be taken away from him like his mother was. As a couple, they will take people under their wings. They are a force to be reckoned with. There is a strong enterprising connection, and whatever title she is given, Meghan will be able to go off and do all the things that mean so much to her. She is a crusader, a quality strong in both their charts. As for the pitter-patter of tiny feet, there is a possibility of 2 children, but also the possibility of children who aren't their own. I can see Uranus. This means a child is born in an unorthodox way, so a foster child or adopted children. This doesn't have to mean legally, like Madonna. It's more likely their humanitarian desires could well connect them to adopt an orphanage somewhere in the world. I also see Meghan has Neptune in her charts, which is a very romantic planet, but one of confusion where things aren't as they seem. Her desire to have children went out the window in the past because of her career, as she is ambitious. When they do decide to have little princes and princesses, I think it is going to have to be a very conscious decision, and it isn't going to be easy. I know they have not agreed a date for the big event, however the charts say that May 1st would be the perfect wedding day. The stars will connect with Harry's sense of tradition and being a royal, which comes from being a Capricorn. This will alight the passion of this great celebration. The 8th, 9th or 10th would also work, as they connect well to Virgo, and he's a Virgo and her Venus is in Virgo. Finally, we must not forget that this romantic festivity would not be happening without the consent of Her Royal Highness Her Majesty the Queen. Having done her chart a number of times, I know her wisdom is such that she would never have allowed this match unless she was sure it was the right one. Harry and his grandmother would have.